قدروا نكمل أجر اللي تلاقوه.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Ramadan Diaries with your favorite girl, Faiza Mohammed. This is the only show that seeks to educate us on everything about this beautiful man. A special thank you to my beautiful sponsors, not for you. Look, this Ramadan, if you want to look good like I'm looking, please contact her. She's ready to style you from head to toe. Look, this Eid, we are celebrating it with Nad for you. For all the words from Dubai, Turkey, every country you think of, she's ready to sort you out. So call her on the numbers on our screens and follow her as well on all socials, Nad for you. Reham's Juice Hub, for all your occasions, birthday, party, anniversaries, wedding, contact her for your Sobolo, Zoko, all the juice you need for your event. Reham's Juice Hub has got you. You can also find her on Instagram, Reham's Juice Hub, and call her on the numbers on our screens. We'll go for our first break. When we come back, we have lots for you. Please stay home.
Assalamu alaikum, beautiful people. This is Abubakar Nadwagwamda, the CEO and the founder of Nad For You. At Nad For You, we deal in abayas and modesty wear. We have abayas from Morocco, from Egypt, from Turkey, and from Syria. We have varieties of the abaya. We make sure we consider what your budget is, and we give you what you need. Here we have the lower class, we have the higher class, we have the middle class. We are here to serve everybody. So this Eid, please don't look anywhere but Nad For You should be where you should do your shopping from. Nad For You is the place to buy your abaya for this Eid. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Nad For You is here to give you nothing but the best. Our motto is affordability yet quality. Thank you guys so much. And please try and follow us on Instagram. We are Nad For You _garment. TikTok, we are Nad For You. Snapchat, Nad For You. And our WhatsApp number is 024-8716-798 and 055-738-2205. We are located at Medina Libya Quarters. You can pin Nad For You on Google Map to locate us here. Thank you guys so much for supporting Nad For You. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Kareem to all Muslims. Takaba al-Hasiyamuku. Ramadan is one of the pillars of Islam, where Muslims fast from dawn till sunset. Cooking and eating in Ramadan is very important because it increases our blessing. Prophet Muhammad encourages us to share, especially to the needy during Ramadan. That is why Class House Electronics is here to enhance your cooking experience during Ramadan. We are giving you between a 30 to a 40% discount on all items that you will be needing during Ramadan. Items such as juice maker for all your pineapple, orange, and watermelon juices. This is an Easy Blend 2-speed motor blender for all your blendings. For my coffee lovers, this is a cute coffee maker. This hand mixer will be suitable for all our iftar breads and cakes. This is a smart automatic rice cooker. For my rice lovers, faster and easier. A better way to start your suhoor is with this wooden coating kettle. For all your frying, you will need this transparent window air fryer.
Oh
Welcome to Time with our scholars right here on Ramadan Diaries. My name is Faiza Mohammed, and you know, as usual, I do this with. Today I'll call you Honorable. Do you know why? Because you have something on your name. Honorable Yusuf, right?
Then Sheikh rather.
Sheikh, oh, okay. Sheikh, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well.
Yeah. Today, who do we have?
Today we just shifted a bit with time with our scholars. But today's not our scholars, brother.
Is what?
But then we just shifted a bit to the health aspect.
Okay.
Yes, because Ramadan is not about the belief aspect of it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
sadaqah and the little prayer that we do. But then we also have to look at the
Health.
aspect of
Yeah.
it.
So I should think we have a doctor in the building.
That's right. We have a doctor.
So who do we have?
Today in the studio we have in our midst Dr. Ahmed Kinan Lukman.
Wow.
Yes, he's a physician specialist at Ghana Forces
Okay.
Medical and Emergency Center.
Okay.
Hospital. So today we have in our midst Dr. Ahmed Kinan.
Welcome, doctor.
Thank you.
Hey, today that we have a doctor there, please be afraid of injections. He's not. Anyway, so welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We are also pleased to have you. But we would also want to look at the common problems, you know, most of our Muslim people face during this beautiful month. If you can educate us on that, please.
Now, before I say anything, I think I would say a word of prayer. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammadin. Yes, like my brother Yusuf introduced me, I'm Dr. Ahmed Kinan. I work with the Ghana Armed Forces Critical Care and Emergency Hospital. So I'm so happy you invited me to come and give this talk, because it is important that as we are in this holy month, we also educate our Muslim communities about some of the common health problems that they encounter during this period. There are a lot of health problems that we can talk about during Ramadan.
Okay.
But topmost of those problems are the things that I want us to discuss. And usually, Ramadan itself or the fasting itself is not the problem. It is because people have pre-existing conditions that when they fast, it makes it a bit challenging for their health. And so because of this, it is important to talk about some of those health problems, and then what you can do within Ramadan either to alleviate those negative effects it may have on you, or if it is not advisable to fast at all, then you desist from it. So I would like us to talk about some few conditions like diabetes, hypertension, peptic ulcer disease, and then if there are some other questions out of these diseases we can talk about. So as a way of starting, diabetes, for example, we want to start with diabetes. It's one of the very important diseases that we have in our society, largely because the lifestyle that people live is impacting a lot on people getting the diabetes. The other thing is that some people, they have a genetic predisposition to getting diabetes. And when we say diabetes, maybe we should give a brief background before we talk about the impact of Ramadan or fasting on it. It is basically when one has a chronic elevated levels of sugar. And here when we say sugar, it's not the common sugar we all know. It is glucose, blood sugar. So when you have your blood glucose above a certain level and it has been there for a long time, that's what we call diabetes. And you have different types of diabetes. I'm trying to use very simple language to explain so that I don't have to. So
that me, I will run away.
At least our common parents and sisters and brothers in the Zongo community can understand what we are trying to say. So when you have this state of chronic or for a long time raised glucose levels or sugar levels in your blood, it is quite dangerous because it can lead to a lot of problems. It can cause heart problems, it can cause kidney problems, it can cause problems with your vision, it can cause problems with your blood vessels. So all these are effects of diabetes. And basically, if you have that raised level of sugar in your blood, Allah has given us some chemicals within our, or enzymes or hormones within our body that's able to control this sugar. So of importance is insulin. Insulin is one of those hormones. In fact, it's the main hormone that does the controlling of sugar within our body. And if you have somebody who is born without insulin, you have people like that, they are born, they don't produce insulin at all, then they get high because the insulin is supposed to drive the glucose, the blood, the sugar that I'm talking about, into our body cells so that we don't have a raised level of that in the blood.
Okay.
But if somebody doesn't have enough insulin in their blood, then they are not able to control the sugar. Or some people have the insulin all right, but they are not able to push this insulin. The insulin is not able to work to push blood sugar into their body cells. So at the end of the day, the sugar levels in the blood is still high, and then it goes on to give these problems that I mentioned. So usually when we make that diagnosis in the hospital, then we put people on medication, and sometimes it is insulin itself. We have synthetic insulin that we produce that we can give to people to control the sugar, and it is taken at certain times.
Okay.
We have medication that we can also give in terms of oral medications that they can take at certain times to control the sugar. And once they keep taking these medications, the sugars are controlled, and then they do not tend to get the complications that I mentioned about. So if you look at it from this background and looking at Ramadan, where you are not supposed to eat, you are not supposed to drink, and all the prohibitions of Ramadan, then it means that if you are going to engage in not eating and not drinking, of course you can't drink your medication at the time from the suhoor time to the iftar time. So therefore it means your way of controlling sugar in your body as somebody who has diabetes will be a bit problematic. So here the important thing is that before Ramadan, anyone who knows they have diabetes should see their doctor first, even before Ramadan, preferably a month before Ramadan. They look at the medication that you are taking, then they look at the other labs that we will do to find out what are the risk, what your risk level is if you are to fast. So when we do all those tests, we normally group diabetics into 3 groups. We have those we call low risk, then we have those we call the medium risk, and then we have those we call the high risk. So for those who are low risk, we can give them the go ahead to fast, even though they still have to take their medication, usually during suhoor and then during iftar time. Then we have those who are medium risk. For medium risk, usually you can allow them to fast, but you have to follow them up closely, so that you monitor them closely, so that if any complication you think is going to develop during the fasting, then you can advise them to stop the fasting. But for high risk, the recommendation is that they don't fast at all. And our scholars will tell us if someone cannot fast, the things they can do to also obtain that particular benefit in Ramadan. So that's the advice we give to people. And the reason is that a lot of times we see people coming to the hospital in very bad states, and the thing is they want to fast. They haven't been to the hospital to let doctors optimize them and make that kind of decision for them whether they can fast or not. They end up fasting, and then they come down with complications, and some unfortunately lose their lives during this period. So that's why it is important to always come to the hospital if you know you are diabetic, so that we can optimize the medication and also advise appropriately before you embark on that spiritual journey. The second disease we want to talk about is peptic ulcer disease,
Okay.
and what we normally call ulcer.
Ulcer.
I must say, in our community, a lot of people, I mean, with the slightest tummy ache,
You say it's ulcer.
they say they have ulcer. But when we come to the medical field, we have a particular definition that we give to that, and even how to make the diagnosis. It's not just by complaining that you have stomach pain and that is it. You are qualified to be called an ulcer patient. So with this one, we would advise that if you eat, even before Ramadan, if you are the type that normally gets tummy aches when you eat food, if you are the type when you take spicy foods, you feel like there's this pain you feel on top of your abdomen, this side of your abdomen, which we call the epigastrium. If you've eaten food and within 30 minutes after eating, that's when the pain starts. Or you've eaten food, you're having pain in your tummy, and when you eat, that's when the pain subsides. All these are things that can suggest that you have an ulcer. And so you have to come to the hospital, then we'll run some labs, because the ulcer can be caused by several factors. There are some that can be caused by some infections. We have what we call H. pylori infection. So if we detect that it is coming from that, it's treatable. We can actually eradicate it. We can actually give medication to clear that infection, and then you may not have to be exempted from fasting, and you can actually fast, but we will give you guidelines as to how to go about the fasting. There are some too that because of medication they take, our community, the slightest problem somebody has, they want to
Give you
take some painkiller,
first aid.
And a lot of the painkillers are causing problems. They
Okay.
can cause the ulcers that we are talking about. So when you come to the hospital, you would find out what the cause of your ulcer is, and indeed whether you really have ulcer, and then we can give medication either to take care of it, and if it cannot be taken care of, we may advise that you shouldn't fast, because research has shown in Ramadan, those who fast and they were having ulcer, a lot of them tend to have what you call perforation. In other words, the ulcer, because they are fasting, they are not eating. The acid in their stomach becomes more, and it erodes into the tissues of the stomach, and it can actually make the stomach perforate, and that's an emergency, and most people lose their lives through that. So you want to please Allah, you want to go through an ibadah, but you have to do it in such a way that you don't bring harm to your body, because Allah himself has said in the Quran, those who are on a journey, those who are sick, those breastfeeding mothers, they are exempted from fasting if they are not able to do that. So you don't have to put yourself in a situation where your life can actually be in danger. The third disease I want to talk about would be hypertension, what we normally call in our local parlance BP. BP, usually, blood pressure itself is something that is physiological, something that's within us. You should have some kind of pressure within your blood vessels to move blood through your system. So the heart beats, it relaxes, takes blood in, beats to pump the blood to a lot of places within your body. And it is through that you send nutrients to various parts of your body, and then when your body parts uses that, it sends the blood back into your heart pumps it again, then your heart, it goes through the lungs, gets oxygen, goes through the stomach, absorbs a lot of, the intestines absorbs a lot of nutrients into your blood, then it sends it back to the heart pumps it again throughout the whole body. It's a cycle. It works all the time.
Wow.
So there's a certain pressure it comes with. We have what you call, normally when you check your BP, there's a value that is up and a value that is down. The up one, we call it a systolic blood pressure, and it is the pressure that your heart, the pressure in your blood vessels when your heart beats. And then we have the diastolic pressure, that's the pressure within the heart when the heart relaxes. And it is these two that we use to monitor whether you have a high BP or low BP. And usually when the BP is that high, usually we give a value depending. There are various definitions.
Yeah.
When it is above 114/90, then we together with some other factors, then we can make a diagnosis of high blood pressure. And when we note that you have high blood pressure, there are medication we also give, and those medication would reduce the blood pressure. And why are we even worried whether your blood pressure is high? And it's the same reason that we're talking about with the diabetes. If the blood pressure is high for a very long time, it causes a lot of problems. It can cause kidney problems, it can cause stroke, it can cause blindness, eye problems. It can affect almost every part of your body because of the high BPs. So we want to make sure that when we give the medication, your BPs are within the normal limit in order for you not to develop the complications. Your heart can actually fail, and that's when you see most of our old people, you see that the legs are swollen, the tummy is swollen. It's because his heart has failed, is not able to pump well, and then the fluid accumulates within the body. And so if somebody is going to fast in the month of Ramadan and he has high blood pressure, he needs to come to the hospital. Let's see which medications he's taking. If, for example, they take medication morning, afternoon, evening, it means that he may not be able to take the morning dose, dose, or even the afternoon dose. Because for the morning dose, we can even try and adjust it, said that he takes it during the suhoor time, and then the evening dose we can adjust, he takes it after iftar. And even after iftar, or from iftar, between iftar and then suhoor, you can take those. But if you don't come to the hospital for us to look at the medication and optimize it, and decide that you are not taking it because you want to go through the month of Ramadan, you may not even see the end of the month. And it has happened practically. Somebody called me about one of their mothers who just fell down and they didn't know what happened. I advised they rush the patient to the hospital. And truly when they went, the BPs were so high and she actually suffered a stroke. And the reason was that because she's fasting, she thought she could stop, and then after fasting she continues with her medication. But if they had sought help earlier, they would have realized that either we decide that no, for her, because of the way her BPs are not well controlled and she really needs these particular medications at this particular time, maybe we will advise not to fast. Or we say that no, she can still fast, provided she takes the medications at these times that fasting is not in play. She's not undergoing fasting, either during the suhoor time or during the iftar time. So these are some of the common problems that comes to mind when we talk about fasting. And I think I'll pause here if there are
I know you've learned a lot at home. This is what we seek to achieve on this show, to educate ourselves. It's very good. Ramadan comes with a lot of blessing. Allah has made the religion very simple, so we learn every day. We are going for our iftar segment with Safia and Abdallah right here on Ramadan Diaries. Please do stay, don't go nowhere.
Another day, another episode on the Iftar segment. My name is Safia Abdallah, and today we find ourselves in the premises of the National Chief Imam, where we get to capture moments of what we eat, share with family and friends. As you can see here with me, I have here my Muslim brothers and sisters. So stay with me as we capture this great moment.
طبيبي قريب هل سقامي تسمع يقابلني يوم المقفى المشفع أراني إذا ما جئت يوما محمدا تحقق آمالي كما أتوقع محمد خير العالمين وسيلتي أتاك خديم ضارع يتشفع لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
Today we find ourselves in the noble house of the chief imam, and I'm here with my father. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yankuri Yasuna.
Sunana Chief Siddiq Jimala, the third Paramount Chief of Wangara Community and the Chairman of Council of Zongo Chiefs.
Mashallah, Yankuri munzo ni game ga wanga wata na mai rahama muke so a bamu dan bayani kadan kan wanga wata.
Ka ce batun wanga wata ana ta ma zance ne na maluma, na ta ma malam ya duk abin da ke cikin malam ya zartar, mu duka ya gaya muna abin da ke cikin wannan wata. To bin sarki kuma namu ne amfanin da ke ciki da haɗin kai da dalilin zama iftarin da mu duka muka hadu nan muke yi shine malam na kiran mu muna zama kowane shekara nan muna iftar tare da shugabanmu. Ta mun duba kuma abu ne da ke haɗin kai da yake kira zumunci da yake annabi ya yi shi ma yana kokarin gwada muna mu kuma kowa ya yi kokari in ya kai shekara haka ko ba shekara ba in ba ka yi a shekara ka tara jama'anka ku zauna ku yi iftar tare, shi ma cikin musulunci yana da amfani kuma yana haɗa kai yana kawo zumunci da soyayya. Bisa an kagan mu nan ni haka dai muna tare ba shekara da yawa ne, ni kuma ina cikin masu bashi shawara. I'm part of his advisors, then we move together, we go everywhere together. See, so most we also study or we learn a lot from him. And normally at times of Ramadan like this, you see that we mingle with the young guys and the elders, imams and chiefs. We come together to celebrate or to break our fasting every year here. So we think it's a very good idea, and it brings love, it brings us together. We meet each other, maybe you can get visitor, from here you know each other. And he's trying to let us understand the benefit of the fasting. At times he gives us some lectures on fasting or whatever issues is going on among the community. So I think if you meet us today here, it's normal routine, which every year we do. So we thank God we are fortunate to be with him all the time.
Kurakoni na siya da ba jama'a yan uwa da ke waje a su abin da bai kamata su yi da ya kamata su yi cikin wanga wata.
Haka nan ne. Watan azumi da wata ne mai albarka, wata ne mai alfarma. Allah ya ce ya ayyuhal ladzina amanu kutiba alaikumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Ya ku mu'minai musulmai wanda kuka yi imani da Allah, kun amsa kiran Allah, kun amsa kiran manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallama. Allah ya farata muku azumi kamar yanda ya farata wa al'umman da sun ka shude gabanin ku zo. To sha Allah ya ce ayyamin ma'dudat, wasu kwanuka ne kidayayyu ne, 29 ko 30, ana azumi 30 ko 29, iyakan shi kenan sai kuma sabon shekara. To shine ake so mu yi hankuri mu ga ni'iman da Allah ya mana, mu daure mu yi azumin nan yanda ya kamata, mu yi azumin nan da kyau, mu yi taimakekeniya, mu taimake juna, mu yafe ma juna mu kuma laifufuka. Kuma inda kake azumi kana neman tsoron Allah ya zauna cikin zuciyanka, kana neman Allah ya gafarta maka zunubanka, haka kuma kai kuma ka yi kokari ka yafe ma dan wanka wanda ya maka laifi domin azuminka ya yi kyau, azuminka ya shiga ciki yanda ya kamata.
Masha Allah, mun gode, Allah ya bada la.
To mu kuma mun gode, Allah ya saka muku da alheri. Allah maimaita mana, Allah ya kai mu sabon shekara, Allah ya sa mu ga karshen watan ga lafiya. Alhamdulillah.
Da
sunana Muhammadu Kabiru Shasha.
Masha Allah, yankuri mun zo ne a so a ba mu bayani albarkin da ke cikin iftar.
Albarkatun da ke cikin iftar kamar yadda shi shugabanmu alƙiblinmu National Chief Imam ya riga ya ja ayoyi bisa ga wannan, sai dai za mu ɗauki kalma ɗaya ko biyu cikin abin da ya faɗi mu fassara. Ya ce shaharu ramadana, ya ce allazi unzila fihi alquran. Allah ya ce wannan wata da muke ciki wata ne na ramadana, wanda wannan wata a cikin shi ne aka saukar da alkur'ani baki daya. To wannan kalma da Allah ya yi zance da shi yana nuna ya hada ramadana da alkur'ani a wuri daya. Alkur'ani babu alherin da ya kai shi, sai Allah ya ɗauki kur'ani shi ya sauko da shi cikin ramadana domin mu gane cewa duk abin da za mu yi daya a cikin ramadana wato yana da lada da kuma sakayya babba, wanda yanda ba za ka iya sanin sakayyan Kur'ani ba, haka nan abinda kai na alkhairi cikin Ramadana ba za ka iya sanin sakayyarsa ba. Har inda ma manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ke cewa wai Allah ya ce duk aikin da da ku yi duka naku ne, amma azumi nawa ne, ku ban min ladan azumi. To saboda haka manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam yake kwadaita mana inda in azumi ya zo mu yi kokari muna taimaka ma juna, muna neman gafaran juna, muna rangwanta ma juna, muna yafiya ga juna, domin ainihin kalmar ramadana abinda ake nufi da ramadana shine abinda ka ɗauki abu ka sa a cikin wuta ya ƙone shi, wanda yake ba za ka samu komi na dauɗa tare in ma dauɗa ne in ma ya ƙone. To abinda ake nufi kenan in ramadana ya zo zuciyanka ya yi fari, abinda dan uwanka ya maka ka yafe masa, in akwai kana da alheri da za ka yi masa ka yi masa, kamar yadda shi shugaban namu national chief imam yake yi muke gani. Duk abinda za a kawo na alheri national chief imam sai ya rarraba wa makwauta, malumma, ina ne duka ya rarraba alkhairin duka ya shafi kowa. Wannan shine abinda ake nema a cikin watan ramadana.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Please, what's the name?
My name is Chief Yaya Lukman Zenwa, very chief of Adaraka.
Oh, mashallah. Please, we are here regarding to the holy month of Ramadan. We need some few words of advice and encouragement in the holy month.
Okay, the month of Ramadan is a month for the whole Muslim Ummah to observe. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in one of his traditions, was reported that anyone who fasts during the month of Ramadan has two joys. One here when he's about to break his fast, that's the iftar, and then the one in the hereafter when he meets his Lord. And we are praying that the Almighty Allah let us have all the reward in this month.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
سبقنا صراط الحق ولا هادي إلى صراطك المستقيم ولا لقدر ومقدار العظيم. سلام قولا من رب الرحيم. سلام على نوح في العالمين. سلام على إبراهيم. سلام على موسى وهارون. سلام على آل ياسين. وسلام على المرسلين. سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. النبي محمد وما أرسلناك إلا رحمة للعالمين. وما أرسلناك إلا كافة للناس. وما أرسلناك إلا رحمة للعالمين. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
Allah, I'll encourage myself and the entire Ummah to stay steadfast with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should abide by whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has enjoined us to do, and we should desist from doing any negative things. I think that's the advice I have for myself and the entire Ummah.
Okay, thank you. So what advice do you have for your Muslim Ummah during this holy month?
Oh, they should keep on praying for what they wish. And during Ramadan, it's a time of forgiveness, so they should ask of forgiveness from Allah and ask whatever they want from Allah, you understand? And Allah has been telling us, one man this when he does, when he gives you a favor, you have to thank him, then he will add more. So we are thanking Allah for the little we have, then He's adding more.
Allah, it has been an episode today, dining with the Chief Imam and then some of our brothers and sisters and our fathers here in the Chief Imam's palace. And then Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khairan is what I can say. Today has been an amazing episode. Stay with us tomorrow, same time, inshallah, on Ramadan Diaries. My name is Abdullah Ali.
Assalamu alaikum, beautiful people. This is Abubakar Nadwogwamda, the CEO and the founder of Not For You. At Not For You, we deal in abayas and modesty wear. We have abayas from Morocco, from Egypt, from Turkey, and from Syria. We have varieties of the abaya. We make sure we consider what your budget is, and we give you what you need. Here we have the lower class, we have the higher class, we have the middle class. We are here to serve everybody. So this Eid, please don't look anywhere but Not For You should be where you should do your shopping from. Not For You is the place to buy your abaya for this Eid. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Not For You is here to give you nothing but the best. Our motto is affordability yet quality. Thank you guys so much. And please try and follow us on Instagram. We are Not For You _garment. TikTok, we are Not For You. Snapchat, Not For You. And our WhatsApp number is 024-8716-798 and 055-738-2205. We are located at Medina Libya Quarters. You can pin Not For You on Google Map to locate us here. Thank you guys so much for supporting Not For You. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Kareem to all Muslims. Takaba al-Hasiyamuku. Ramadan is one of the pillars of Islam, where Muslims fast from dawn till sunset. Cooking and eating in Ramadan is very important because it increases our blessing. Prophet Muhammad encourages us to share, especially to the needy during Ramadan. That is why Class House Electronics is here to enhance your cooking experience during Ramadan. We are giving you between a 30 to a 40% discount on all items that you will be needing during Ramadan. Items such as juice maker for all your pineapple, orange, and watermelon juices. This is the Easy Blend 2-speed motor blender for all your blendings. For my coffee lovers, this is a cute coffee maker. This hand mixer will be suitable for all our iftar breads and cakes. This is a smart automatic rice cooker. For my rice lovers, faster and easier. A better way to start your suhoor is with this wooden coating kettle. For all your frying, you will need this transparent window air fryer.
Welcome to the diary on Ramadan Diaries. My name is Faiza Mohammed, and trust me, today's episode is different. Guess what? We are at our own father's house, the National Chief Imam of Ghana's house. And as you can see, we have lots of women here doing what we call the tata. Have you seen the process of making porridge before? This porridge will be shared to everybody in the community. Isn't this beautiful? This is what Islam talks about. And so we are happy to be here. Don't go nowhere. We are about to start, and the process will will be given to us.
Alaikum salam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Na san yau da mu yin koko.
Wanga shine maiwa da ake targawa gidan National Chief Imam ake koko da shi kowane shekara. Kowane shekara aikin da ake gidan National Chief Imam kenan. Yasa wanga da yaka gani marin maiwa kenan. Da shi za a dama a ta targa koko a raba ma al'umma.
Amma ga maiwa da menene?
Maiwa da kakaduro da tankwa da kanamfari da shi aka hada duka aka kai manika aka nika da shi ake koko azumi da shi kowane shekara da shi ake kokon azumi da shi.
So she's saying that this is millet, pepper, ginger, and then all the spices you need. It's been taken through the mill to get us this form. So after this form, after nanga ina da aka issue.
Aka dama yanzu aka dama shi a tace.
Yanzu akan gana yanzu da dama.
Yanzu da dama. Aka dama shi a tace. Shi shiro kenan aka tace shi a ajiye gobe shi a turka koko a ba al'umma duka.
Yasa wangan da kowa zo round yake yin ga ya ke kiran shi.
Yau wato muna cikin aikin azumi kenan na gidan National Chief Imam. Babanmu National Chief Imam kowane shekara haka ake yi a raba ma al'umma duka. Kowa ya zo ba a zaba, kowa ya zo da kyan shi duka ana sa musulmi an ne kowa ne ya zo ko ina ka fito ka zo kuma sha ma Allah ka samu.
Mun gode sosai. Ya ku ya sunan ki?
Sunana Mami Awianu.
Mun gode sosai. I'm here. We want to know how the tata is done. We now know that after the millet is being grinded, we bring it for the tata process to take place. So she's going to show us how the tata is being done. Yanku ya ke yin tatan?
Tatan ana ne kamar mewa da masara. Sha gama. Mewa da masara sha gama. Sama tata an kare an damawa. An dama an kare shi mutata. Sha aje washe gari sannan a fara ɗai kokon nan a fara raba mutane.
Isa ke ki mu gani.
Kokon nan.
Tatan.
To bari in ku gani.
So she's going to demonstrate to us how the tata is being done. Yeah. So she's trying to get the chaff out of it so that we can take it to the next level to be able to get our porridge. So as you can see, she's doing it. With this, you need a lot of water. We are still on the diary and we are getting to know how the tata is done right here at our father's place, the National Chief Imam's house. And I have with me Mayanku Yasunenki.
Sunana Moda.
Don sa kullum kike zo ki tanya da tatan?
Ina neman lada. Na neman lada saboda shi nake zuwa in yi. Na fito nisa har anya. Mahiya.
Okay, sa yanzu anu keke sa nan me kike yi?
Na damawa ne sha kara ruwa sha tace she mu kwashe mu je mu zuba gefen ga.
Isa aka yi ba mutane nawa ke samu koko?
Mutane 100 a day. Wai mutane 1,000 a day suke shan koko. Wanganga mun yi ga 5 days mun zo mu yi kuma kowane 5 days muke zuwa mu yi. Mai wan kwatakuna wa kowane 5 days 7 bag haka muke yi.
Masha Allah. Mun gode sosai.
To Allah ya ba mu yawancin rai.
Amin. Man na ga tatan kina jin dadin shi.
Ina jin dadin shi.
Kima kin fito ina ne?
Ina cikin fadaman ka. Allah ba mu yawan rai mai yawa mai amfani. Allah sa mu dade kamar yadda malam ya dade. Ubangijin Allah ladan da ke cikin wannan wata Allah ba mu duka. Ya madiyan kowa albarka ko kuma Allah muku albarka. Muna son mu samu albarkan wannan wata da wannan albarkan na bawan Allah ka Allah lullube mu da shi ko kuma mun gode.
To isa aka kare tatan she a kai shi nan ga. So after we are done with the sieving, we take it for storage. So this is where we store it, and then they prepare the porridge in bits. So this is the process of preparing porridge at the National Chief Imam's house, where it's being shared for thousands of people. I know you've learned a lot. We know how to make porridge now. It's a very simple process. You grind the millet with some spices, ginger and all the spices you need. Then you would mix it with water.
5 days.
You mix it with water, stir it to get the smoothness that you want. Then you sieve it. After that, the sieved one is being kept for the next day, then prepared for porridge. It's a simple process, and I know we can all prepare porridge now. Thank you for staying with us on the diary. My name is Faiza Mohammed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum, beautiful people. This is Abubakar Nadwagwamda, the CEO and the founder of Not For You. At Not For You, we deal in abayas and modesty wear. We have abayas from Morocco, from Egypt, from Turkey, and from Syria. We have varieties of the abaya. We make sure we consider what your budget is, and we give you what you need. Here we have the lower class, we have the higher class, we have the middle class. We are here to serve everybody. So this Eid, please don't look anywhere but Not For You should be where you should do your shopping from. Not For You is the place to buy your abaya for this Eid. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Not For You is here to give you nothing but the best. Our motto is affordability yet quality. Thank you guys so much. And please try and follow us on Instagram. We are Not For You _garment. TikTok, we are Not For You. Snapchat, Not For You. And our WhatsApp number is 024-8716-798 and 055-738-2205. We are located at Medina Libya Quarters. You can pin Not For You on Google Map to locate us here. Thank you guys so much for supporting Not For You. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Kareem to all Muslims. Takaba al-Hasiyamuku. Ramadan is one of the pillars of Islam, where Muslims fast from dawn till sunset. Cooking and eating in Ramadan is very important because it increases our blessing. Prophet Muhammad encourages us to share, especially to the needy during Ramadan. That is why Class House Electronics is here to enhance your cooking experience during Ramadan. We are giving you between a 30 to a 40% discount on all items that you will be needing during Ramadan. Items such as juice maker for all your pineapple, orange, and watermelon juices. This is the Easy Blend 2-speed motor blender for all your blendings. For my coffee lovers, this is a cute coffee maker. This hand mixer will be suitable for all our iftar breads and cakes. This is a smart automatic rice cooker. For my rice lovers, faster and easier. A better way to start your suhoor is with this wooden coating kettle. For all your frying, you will need this transparent window air fryer.
This is all time has gone for us. Tomorrow, inshallah, we're going to bring you another exciting episode. Thank you to my sponsors, Not For You. She's ready to style you, give you all the modest wear. This Eid, we are celebrating with Not For You. And Reham Juice Hub for all your juice, healthy juice. Okay, contact Reham Juice Hub. Follow on all socials, Reham Juice Hub, and also call her on the numbers on our screens. See you same time tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.